Hello guys, welcome to Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. Let's crack class 12 CBSE Commerce together. My name is Simran Bajaj and I'm currently pursuing my law degree, that is BLLB honors from Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, and I have a teaching experience of almost 2 years, having taught students of the CBSE background, and I hold certifications in advanced contract drafting as well as one in cyber laws. I hope you all know this by now, and you can use my promo code that is given at the bottom of the slide, Simran10, to purchase your Unacademy subscription, and you can avail a 10% discount. Okay, so I'll begin by telling you what an Unacademy subscription holds for you, and Unacademy is India's largest learning platform, which gives you access to unlimited live and recorded courses which are delivered by India's best educators. So, an Unacademy subscription gives you an access to our daily life classes. In these daily life classes, you can chat with your educator, you can engage in discussions, you can ask your doubts, you can answer polls, and you do this all this while the class is going on. So it makes the entire process of learning very interactive. It makes the entire process very it gives you a real-time experience. Then there are live tests and quizzes. These live tests and quizzes help you evaluate your preparation with our regular mock tests and quizzes, and you can get a detailed analysis of your performance. Then the courses that are offered on Unacademy, they are structured in line with your exam syllabus, which helps you prepare for them in the best manner. Then lastly, you get an unlimited access. Now, with one subscription, you get an access to all our live and recorded courses that you can watch from the comfort of any of your devices. And one more thing you get is free live classes. Now, what are these free live classes? For example, you purchase a subscription for business studies. So what you get along with the subscription for business studies is classes for your other commerce subjects, like your accountancy, your economics, it could be English, maths, etc. So if you purchase a subscription for one subject, your entire stream of commerce is covered in the same price, and everything is available at one place. Yeah. So talking of the subscription of your Unacademy, a 1 month subscription before discount costs you rupees 12,500, and once it is discounted, that is a discount of 10% is given, it costs you rupees 2,250 rupees for a month. Then talking about a 3 month subscription, it ideally costs you 6,250 rupees, and after a discount of 10%, it costs you 5,625 for 3 months. That makes it 1,875 rupees for 1 month each. Then talking of the 6 month subscription, which ideally costs you 10,000, and after a discount of 10%, it makes it 9,000. That makes it 1,500 rupees a month. Right. Then lastly, talking about the 12-month subscription, which is the most economical deal. Because it ideally costs you 12,500 rupees, and after discount of 10%, it costs you 11,250 rupees, which comes out to be 938 rupees for a year, like for a month, for all your subjects. So go purchase your subscription, guys, and don't forget to use the promo code Simran10. So I'll begin with today's class. Okay, so I'll begin with today's lecture. Okay, so in this class, that is part 8 of staffing, we will be talking about, we will be continuing our discussion on the aspects of staffing. So previously, we have discussed recruitment, we have discussed selection, and in this video we are going to be discussing training and development. Right. So first I'll be discussing training and development, and then I will be revising recruitment and selection with you. So the three main aspects of staffing are recruitment, selection, and training. We have discussed recruitment, we have discussed selection, and we will be discussing training and development. Right. So training and development. Now, when we talk about training and development is an attempt to improve the current performance or the future employees' performance by increasing an employee's ability to perform better through learning, and usually by changing the employee's attitude or increasing his or her skills and knowledge. So, training and development is an attempt to improve the performance. right? It seeks to improve the current performance or the future performance of an employee by increasing the employee's ability to perform through learning, changing the employee's attitude, and adding to his or her skills and knowledge, right? So, if I was to define training and development, you can take note of the definition of training and development as a whole. Training and development is an attempt to improve the current or future performance of an employee by increasing an employee's ability to perform better by way of learning, by changing his or her attitude, and increasing his or her skill set and knowledge, right? Hello, beta. Is the definition of training and development clear? Alicia, is the definition of training and development clear? Should I explain anything in the definition, beta? I'm teaching business studies, Alicia. This is a commerce class, my dear. Okay, so moving on with the concept of training and development, we have seen that training and development. Okay, I will re-explain training and development, and I'll ask you at the end of every topic. If you have any doubt, then please respond. So I will repeat training and development for Alicia. So training and development is simply seen as an attempt to improve the current performance of an employee, and this process of improving performance includes the you know adding to the employee's learning ability, changing the employee's attitude, and increasing his or her skill set or knowledge. Development is all about improvement, right? So training and development seeks to develop and make better the employee, by focusing on his skills, by focusing on his knowledge, and by focusing on his attitude. So is the definition clear, beta? This is business studies for class 12, beta. Okay. ओके, ठीक है। तो जब हम ट्रेनिंग और डेवलपमेंट की बात करते हैं, हमें जब एक एम्प्लॉय एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करने आता है, तो कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उस एम्प्लॉय को तभी हायर करता है जब वो एम्प्लॉय कुछ कंपेटेंट होगा, कुछ उसके अंदर स्किल होगी, राइट? तो जब एक एम्प्लॉय के अंदर स्किल है, तो ट्रेनिंग और डेवलपमेंट की ज़रूरत क्या है? व्हाट इज़ द नीड फॉर ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट? We're discussing the need for training and development, right? So when we are talking about a time when jobs were simple and easy to learn because they were influenced to a small extent by technology, like when we talk about the period that existed before your industrial revolution, or before the factory system of production, or even before the entire concept of business was liberalized as a whole. When we talk about that, when a time where your jobs were simple, when they were easy to learn, and there was not much influence of technology, so there was only a little need for employees to upgrade their skills. So when we talk about training and development, it is generally seen that it has a lot to do with technology and technological changes, right? So when we talk about the era that was before industrialization, when the technology was not very much upgraded, there was not much of a need for upgradation of the skills of the employees. But as we see that there has been a rapid change taking place in terms of technology, in terms of your skill development, the changes that have been taking place in the past century, they have made the process of business very complex, and they have created a pressure on the organization to adapt to these products, these services, and these technologies, and the manner in which products and services are produced and they are offered. For example, if I was to talk about technology that exists today, the influence of e-commerce has been very drastic. It has had a very drastic impact over everyone's life, especially in the urban areas. So the way business is done, we have taken business to a virtual setup. Now it is not always necessary to have a shop to put your products in display in a physical shop. You can put it in display on a website and people will buy it. So everything when changes, people need to upgrade their skills, they need to develop with technology, right? So as jobs become more complex, the importance of employee training increases. So training and development help both the organization and the individual. Is the need for training and development clear? Alicia, if you're still there with me, or any other student who's connected, can you please tell me, is the need of training and development clear? Okay, so I'll move forward with the discussion. Now, the last point I said was that training and development helps both the employee and the individual in its development. So, the benefits that training and development has on the organization, benefits to the organization. Right? So when we talk about benefits of training and development to the organization, it is generally seen that training is a systematic process of learning, and it is always better than hit and trial methods, which lead to uh, the hit and trial method. When we talk about it, leads to wastage of effort and money. So when a company invests on the training and development of its employees, it makes sure that everything, the entire learning process, happens in a systematic manner, and this is what has replaced the hit and trial method, which is associated with a lot of wastage of effort and money. So when we talk about training and development, it is generally seen that it leads to reduction in wastage of effort and money. I'll use the next slide to write. ठीक है, we're talking about benefits, and first we're talking about benefits to the organization, right? So it leads to reduction in wastage of effort and money. I hope the first point is clear. So we were talking about the benefits of training and development to the organization. So the first benefit we discussed was a reduction in wastage of effort and money, right? The second point that is associated with the benefit to the organization when we talk about training and development is that it leads to uh, uh, it enhances the employee productivity in terms of quality and quantity, which leads to higher profits, right? Then the third point is that training equips the future manager who can take over the in case of an emergency. So it prepares for cases of emergency. Then another point is that training increases employee morale and reduces absenteeism and employee turnover. So it increases employee morale. And the last one is that it helps in obtaining effective response to the fast changing environment, be it technological or economic. So it helps to cope with changes. So I hope that the benefits of training and development to the organization are clear. Please ask me if you have a doubt in anything that we have discussed so far in your training and development for the students who have joined in. So the next up, I will move to the benefits of training and development as it serves to the benefits that it serves to the employees. So, can anybody tell me what could be the possible benefits that staffing serves to its employees? So, the benefits that training and development has over its employees is helps to improve skills and knowledge because of training leads to a better career of the individual. Then it is followed by it increases performance. Then it could be training makes employee efficient. Then there could be employee the employee satisfaction and morale increases. So right now we're talking about training and development. And first up, we talked about benefits to the organization. In this, we happened to discuss that it leads to reduction in wastage of efforts and money. Then the second point we discussed was it enhances employee productivity. Then the third point we discussed was this training process equips future managers to take over in case of emergency. So it helps in dealing with emergency, prepares for emergency. Then the fourth point that we discussed was training increases employee morale. And the last point we discussed was it helps in obtaining effective response to the fast changing environment and the technology. So, coping with changes. So, these are the benefits of training and development that it has over your organization. Right? I hope this is clear. Yes, somebody has a doubt. I don't happen to see your name, beta, but please tell me if you have any doubt. Okay, then we'll talk about the benefits of training and development to employees, right? So, when we talk about the benefits that training and development has over its employees, the first one, it leads to skill enhancement, skill improvement. Right now, when an amount or some in some way the training and development area of the employees is focused upon, it ensures that there is certain improvement in the skill and the knowledge um, of the employees by way of training, and which leads to a better career of the individual. Then second is it leads to increased performance by an individual, and it helps him to earn more. So increased performance. Then the third one is training makes the employee more efficient. Then the fourth one is training increases the satisfaction and morale of the employees, as we discussed in the case of your benefits to the organization. So I hope these points are clear. Am I visible now? Please tell me if I'm audible and visible. Okay. So the next topic we talk about is the concept of training separately, development separately, and education separately. So when we talk about training, the term training is used to indicate the term when we talk about training, it is used to indicate the process by which the attitudes, the skill, and the abilities of the employees to perform better at their jobs is increased. But when we talk of development, development is associated with the growth of the employee, of the individual in all respects. So when we talk about training, training is associated with the attitude, the skills, and the abilities of the employee. But when we talk about development, development is associated with the overall growth of the individual. So it means as a whole, right? It focuses on all respects. So when we talk about training, training is a short term process, whereas when we talk about development, development is an ongoing process, and you can say that it is long term, राइट। आई होप इन दोनों में क्लैरिटी है, इनके मीनिंग में, कि कैसे अलग होते हैं ट्रेनिंग एंड डेवलपमेंट। Okay, so when we talk about development and training, development is a wider concept and training is a part of development, right? So, training is the process by which the aptitude, the skills, the abilities of the employee to perform certain job is increased, and it is a process of learning new skills and enhancing the possessed skills and the application of knowledge. So, training attempts to improve the performance on the current job or preparing the employees for some intended job. And when we talk about development, development refers to the learning opportunities that are designed to help the employee grow as a whole, and it covers not only those activities which improve the job performance, but also those activities which bring about the growth in personality, the helps the individuals in the process towards maturity and in the actualization of their potential capacities, so that they become not only good employees but better people, right? And another concept that is important and that is associated to training and development is the process of education. Now, education is the process which increases the knowledge and the understanding of the employees, and it is the understanding and interpretation of the knowledge. So when you talk about education, education does not have it does not provide you with any definite answers, but it develops a logical and a rational mind, which can determine a certain relationship between pertinent variables, and it helps to understand a certain phenomena. So education imparts the qualities of mind and character and understanding of the basic principles of a particular subject, and helps to develop the capabilities of analysis, synthesis, and objectivity. So education is a much broader concept, it has much broader scope than training. And training, when we talk about it, is tied to goals of the organization more than the goals of the individual. But when we talk about development and education, these are much wider concepts as compared to training. I hope the meaning of education, development, and training is clear. Okay, guys, so I don't see any doubts coming from your side. So, this was about today's session. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. I'll see you in the next class.